Yes, yes. Let me now tell you about the one you call DJ Wednesday, man. On a mercy. What is the navigator out of London City, original junglist with a tape man attack? Big it up. Cool and easy for the Wednesday afternoon recording.
Peace, my brother.
Peace.
Can you tell everybody out there what your name and what you do?
My name is DJ Wednesday, the one and only. Straight out of Phoenix, Arizona, Hip Step Massive, LLC. What's good?
All right. Now, can you tell the people what is hip step?
Hip Step is a vibe. It's a culture. It's not a music form or anything. It's a way of life. And we stand for positivity, unity, having fun, and staying on our square at all times. That's right.
I see that light. I see that light.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I see a lot of banners and a lot of people saying hip step this, hip step that. How do you feel about that? The people that's just jumping on the bandwagon, or do you look at it as them spreading the movement?
Yeah, they're spreading it, but you know, it takes a while for people to really get into the inner sanctum and really understand what it is. But it's just like a mosquito or any kind of bug that's drawn to a light, right? They get zapped if they don't know what they're doing, but you know, they're gonna learn eventually what it's all about. But it's good that we buzz in the streets like that.
And if the people did want to learn more about it, how would they go about learning more about the hip step movement?
Well, then they got to contact one of the godfathers, right? Myself, you, T.C. Izlaam, a couple others. But you know, if they really want to get down with the get down, they're going to have to seek the path. Straight up.
Okay. Now, I notice hip step is growing overseas. Can you tell us some of the artists you work with overseas you may want to shout out that's official representatives of the hip step massive?
Oh, there's let me go on down the line. Big up Shy Effects, big up Raggah Twins, big up MC Navigator. The list goes on and on. Shoot, there's so many to name here. Big up MC Alaska, a.k.a. DJ LP, original Soul Pro, West Palm Beach, Florida. One for L. Hip Step Massive wouldn't be running in Florida, so big up Belly's over in the UK right now. So that's my brethren, that's my dogs, no doubt.
Nice. Now, how did hip step come about actually?
Well, in about 90, 93, 94, 95, I would say a couple of us naturally just gravitated to the jungle. You know, we were all ravers, but you know, we gravitated to the jungle, and what we did is we were taking jungle cuts and spinning them with hip hop, right? So the hip hop just fit so beautifully, halftime into the jungle, that hip step came about, right? So hip step was a style of how we spun music, as well as a way of life, you know. So a couple of brothers who was putting it down like that, you know, expect hip step massive. There it is, man. That's how it manifested, straight like that.
Yeah, man. All right. And if the people want to book you, how can they reach you?
Get at me right on Facebook, djwednesday.com. You can get at me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on all that, so I'm not hard to find. So get at me.
And what message do you have for the young hip steppers out there?
Stay positive, do your thing. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. You stay on your path. Keep your energy open, and your creator will provide a path for you. You see life through your third eye. You know, you walk by faith and not by sight. And that's how we do it in the hip step.
Hip step Hotep, my brother.
All day, every day.
Bless.
Easy.
Yo, welcome to the House of Hip Step. Short Shot Part 2. My name is Pow Shadows, the General of the House of Hip Step. You know what I'm saying? This is Part 2 of the Short Shot, and we're trying to bring this to Nashville. We're trying to bring some energy to Nashville. It's still a little early, you know what I'm saying? We got more people coming. They texting me, they calling me, they being late right now. But it's gonna get cracking in here. We got got people from South Bronx, New York City, my man, Master T.C. Izlaam in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's my fam. We got my man, Prince Annunati, coming up from Atlanta. And all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, we got the homie, the big homie DJ Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I am General Pow Shadows, a.k.a. DJ Pow Shadows. And this is the House of His Death Short Shot Part 2. Let's see what it do. Yo, I want the ladies on the floor. It's gonna get crazy. We just getting started, man. We're really just getting warmed up. Action. Pick up to my man DJ Soul Infinite, who went on earlier before me, man. Much love to that dude. House of His Death Nashville. Represent. Let's go.
You know, we see a lot of people that go about with the rare dreadlocks this and dreadlocks that, you know. And we just want to know Jamaica a serious thing, you know what I mean? Rastafari no joke again, you see. Bar factory. Yeah. Them a murderer. Yo, me want to dedicate this one here to my queen, you know what I mean? And all the beautiful women up in the place, you know? Play up some vibes while the DJ gets set up. Nobody my business we are promote. This one for the guys then. Yeah! I'm tempted to welcome, ladies. They want me so. Annunati, they call me.
Yo, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty. Yeah, Rastafari. I and I the one, they used to call Princetafari. Now I am Lord and King. Annunati, Godfather of Hip Step Raggah Jungle. You see me? Hip Step Raggah Jungle, to me, I first was introduced to it by my brother T.C. Izlaam. This hip hop influenced production, you know. Now me, I come from a family, I come from Kingston, Jamaica. I'm a direct living descendant of Nani who fought British colonialism and flew to the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, you know. And so I come up every sense of you being a proud West Indian boy, you know, and from a family of strict Bobo Shanti, Lady English. That's my cousin, she sung with my like Dennis Brown. And then on the American side of my family, I have my uncle Randy Boss. He played for the Sugar Hill Gang. He is a trumpet player. He played with a lot of them. A lot of his, he's being sampled. KRS-One sampled him and all of that, you know what I mean? So I came up in the industry influenced by both hip hop and reggae, you know? And so that always kind of gave me an edge, which led to me meeting Eazy-E at Jack the Rapper back in 1991. And that is how I met T.C. Izlaam. I was coming from my lawyer's office and I ran into my brother T.C. Izlaam. And I heard about him. I was a fan of his. He was one of the first people that I knew, you know, from up around the region to make a record, you know, a young brother that made a record and did good, you know, and it was solid. It was solid. And so we start building, you know, he welcomed me like a brother. We've been tight ever since. But besides the hip hop, he brought me to something else called Electronica. Glow sticks. Guys walking around with butterfly wings and going like this.
We're like, what the blood is this,
you know,
man?
But like me being West Indian, you know, I was dread before dread was cool. Let's get that straight. You know what I mean? So pure Rastafari I deal with, you know what I mean? And so I came up under that Kool Herc, because my uncle was around Kool Herc and him, you know? And Kool Herc is a yard man. So that became like one of my godfathers, you know, who let me MC a set and told me I had it, and he gave me his blessing as I trod forth, you know? And so going forth, I notice a lot of people exploiting what I looked at, exploiting the reggae culture. Okay? I seen people walking around, jump,
Right.
jump. And so I'm sitting back, I was offended at first, you know? But what better way to do it than educate the people? Because the sole purpose of Rastafari is to spread the reggae music, and the sole purpose of the reggae music is to spread the message of Rastafari.
So when was the first time you recognized that this is my style? I want to represent this style here.
Yeah. TC start having me MC in his set. One thing I could say, I heard the MCs go, you know what I mean? It made no sense at all. You know, reggae is a revolutionary music. All right, it's for the people then. All right, it's not for the jump. You know, that's pure fuckery. You understand me? You know, and like a lot of people in American was trying to imitate the great people over there that I love, like Skipper D and Raggah twins. You know, if you listen to their music, it has content, it has structure. You know what I mean? And like a lot of my family, when they came from Jamaica, they went to the UK. You know what I mean? So official West Indian then, you know what I mean, that's representing it, you know. But when you see different people exploiting our culture and don't know anything about it, and then when a real Rasta come, they don't even recognize it, you know, that's pure fuckery. You know what I mean? And we not stand for that, man. You know, now y'all being giving death to both white and black oppressors. You understand? And so my style developed. T.C. Izlaam had me MC in his set. You know, and like with me, I always had a solid foundation in hip-hop and reggae, and that's how my style of hip-hop influenced production of reggae or Raggah Jungle came about. You understand? Most people who were in Electronica, they were either just doing like a Raggah style, you feel me? But with me, I have that patois. Because I can straight get G on you and just chop it up straight like that. You know what I mean?
Right,
you know,
right.
I come from that KRS-One. Wa-da-da-day, wa-da-da-da-da-day. Hey, listen to my 9mm go bang. That's like hip step Raggah Jungle right there.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And so like mine like Shinehead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hip hop and reggae always went hand in hand, because let's not forget Kool Herc from Yard. And he's the godfather of hip-hop.
And then they all come from sound system culture.
Sound system culture, exactly, you know. And so the way it came about was me being an elder, you know, in an actual member of the Rastafari order. Instead of coming to destroy, I said, okay, I'm blazing my own niche. And it just came about because one thing I love is the production, the music, and how they bring in the vibes. And so instead of saying, you know, we're going to condemn this and firebun, you know what I mean? I said, no, we're going to come in and we're going to talk to the people in a way that they can understand. You understand? And so what I started doing was interpreting reggae from a hip-hop point of view. And that's how my style came about, which is now hip-step Raggah Jungle. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So most people who doing it, they either hip-hop with it or they Raggah with it. You know what I mean? You get very few that's actually right there on the level. You know what I mean? Like the Shineheads and like the KRS-Ones and like the Baby Shams and the rest of them, man, who do it fluently. You know what I mean? Because in the 88s, that was original hip-hop. It always went hand in hand.
Ragamuffin style.
Yeah, Ragamuffin style. So, you know, you do have some people out there that's doing it, but mostly the people I seen in America was imitating the UK. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it was like, yo, it's okay to be on the Yankee side of thing or American side of thing. Be you. You feel me?
Hip step and be you.
Hip step and be you. And so that's how my style came about. And it's just like, it wasn't nothing to say we were creating it. It was just how we live. It's who we are. You know what I mean? I'm half breed. You know what I mean? I'm a Jamaican boy, and I'm the wickedest Jamaican I ever come off the street of Babylon from Bocha. You see me, you know? But at the same time, I could straight up run up and get fucking straight G on you and bust a cap in your ass. You only get one time. You
One
see?
time.
I'm that knuckle. All right? From Brooklyn to Connecticut to the streets of Atlanta. I may run things and things not run me. You see? You know what I mean? And so, hip step Raggah Jungle, that's my experience with it. I am the godfather, you know. Thanks to my brother T.C. Izlaam, you know. Shouts out to Jungle Raiders, you know what I mean? That was one of the first producers from overseas that start producing for me. And so Irie Mass Dub, you know, Jungle Raiders, you know, the Fire Blaze and the Sound Clash, and we got Boom, and we got a few more tunes that we're working on right now to bring you know what I mean? And so those people I looked at, man, it was all peace and love. This is Hip Step. I am the Don Dada, godfather of Hip Step, Raggah Jungle, and we thank you for your support. Peace and love. Bless.
I am strong. Wagon, we be coming like Jungle Raiders, Hip Step Mafia. We be coming like we're on the planet, we're on the world. My second players for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. You said come in the best for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. And my second players for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. No. Let me introduce you to this man right here. The roughest and toughest stepping in the part of this year. Dan Dada, I'm gonna say I'm an African. Princetafari, come follow me and watch me now. Watch me corner, we can make them run up international swag. Leave a sound way, done up hip step mafia. Everything dead, run up with a hardcore, die hard, hip step, jungle. We're on the planet, we're on the world. Mash up the place for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. Hip step, drum and bass for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. And mash up the place for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're at the world. Hip step, drum and bass for the guys and girls.
Hotel Hip Step, it's the Master T.C. is, and a lot of people are going to start getting the clear understanding of what the hip step movement is, what we stand on, and where we come from, and where we're going. It's forward, always forward. But a lot of people, they got it misconstrued over the years. Because, you know, one is you know, we had to create many levels of smoke and mirrors to make people have people thinking that the fusion of hip hop and jungle breakbeat that came out of the Zulu Nation, that we brought jungle breakbeat to the hood. You know what I mean? Because that's where it comes from. You know what I mean? We just, you know, people say you product of your environment. You know, we product of the planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. And as long as, you know, we have breath in our body, we're going to keep stepping forward. Because that's what it's all about today. You know? And we use the jungle breakbeat, you know what I'm saying, as that theme, as stepping forward. You know what I mean? So that ignites that center chakra, that warrior spirit. That's why you look at the breakdown of a logo, the center chakra, that's the source of, like, you know, your warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the source of all energy comes from there. Then as the outside, you have the outer circle, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, you know, the massive like that, you know what I'm saying? There's the outer circle, which is the movement of the people. So the movement of the people come into the massive, and as you come into the massive, you come into the inner circle. In the inner circle, we don't even have to even talk in the inner circle. It's just like we look each other in the tap, you know, we're all, you know, as you said, we're all connected. We're all in the united state of mind that's stepping forward. So we have the musical side, which is HIP-STEP, which means Hip Hop Influence Productions, Stimulating the Earth People, which was coined by me, myself, and my brother, his brother DJ IQ, Ingenious Methods, you know what I'm saying, from out of the DK side of the hip step out of New York City. You know, big up to the DJ Odie, you know what I'm saying, Odyssey, you know what I'm saying, those are the fans that represents the whole, like, you know, New York City, you know, out of the rave scene, you know what I'm saying, as far as hip step sound. You got, you know, Pitch Posh, DJ Wally, you know what I'm saying, I call him the New York City Amen, hip step Amen Don. You know, and we have a lot of cats that you know, back then I saw that, you know, a lot of cats came front of hip hop. A lot of us B-boys was still like, you know, that's coming from like out the club scene, because like, you know, New York is the club scene, so, you know, we came from the street to the club, you know what I mean? So, you know, I saw that cats was like representing our whole hip hop b-boy styles, even to like the pop locking and all that, the liquid popping and where they had glow sticks or whatever. So when we first started, you know, stopped went to NASA, we was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? You know, the cats is on MDMA and, you know, they got butterfly wings on and all this big. You know, I'm like, yeah. I was like, we from uptown, you know what I'm saying? Cats in cold, you know what I'm saying? You know, they you know, we used to like, you know, hood drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, coke, dust, a weed, some liquor, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we went downtown, it was like, oh shit, they want hugs and shit, and you know, things got a little freaky. You know, I liked it. I'll be honest with you, because I saw on this, I really did like it, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, white girls on butterfly wings and they on MDMA and they want hugs and all that. I'm like, word. So, you know, you come from uptown, the Bronx and shit, from the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's like a breath of fresh air. But it was. I saw, seeing that I was young enough to come to see the whole like, you know, hip hop and punk rockers come together like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and as a kid, I saw it coming again. You know what I'm saying? And that's when, like, you know, I was like, okay, this is like, you know, we represent the uptown b-boys. You know what I'm saying? Then here come like the punk rockers and all that, which are now like evolved into like early 90s ravers and all that. So, you know, I was going, cats didn't know, I was going back and forth to England like back in like 87. I met a cat in like New Haven, Connecticut, you know what I'm saying, in the Hill, you know what I'm saying, by the name of Paul McKenzie. And it was funny because I never heard no black person talk like that, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, what up, mate? I was like, where the fuck you from? You know what I'm saying? He's like, from England. I'm like, yeah, black people in England? You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, you know, it's like 1986, like 86, man, I just dropped Can You Play It? You know, let the bass boom and shit. So, you know, I had some cheddar to travel and shit like that, you know, young kid and shit. And here it is, I met this black man, you know, black brother as a teenager, man, from England. And I promised him that I would come over there one day. So, you know, I used to have like maps and all that in my bedroom and all that. And I used to throw darts at the map, like where I wanted to go. Then under the maps, I had the Jet Beauties and shit. That my boom boxes over there and shit. That my Pumas and my Adidases and my British Walkers and my Playboys and, you know, straight guard, beat the guard. I had my lessons over here. So I was a young b-boy guard. But when I first left home, I landed in London, England. And this was like early 1987. You know what I'm saying? Like say late 86, 87, like that. And you know, like any cat, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the hood. He say he in Hackney. I'm walking through Hackney, asking people, like, you know, like Paul McKenzie? And they're like, oh yeah, the McKenzie, the flats over there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, they family big as hell, man. So I knocked on the door. My man opened the door, and he's like, oi, T.C. mate. I'm like, I told you I was coming, man. And that's when my whole adventure started. You know, as far as myself, you know, going to England. And then I came back to America and lost contact with a lot of those people there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my black people over there. So when I came back to America, you know, I was like, well, you know, I really didn't know if I want to really do the music anymore. I was like, well, I should go back to college and shit, you know, that, you know. But I was like, no, you know, I'm still like, you know, trapping like that on the low, you know what I'm saying? You know, and since I was doing no more, I was moving a lot of big things. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one really knew because they already had this persona of being like a recording artist, a young rap cat, you know what I mean? So the cats already knew, like, young guard, young rap cat, so I could move under the radar, you know what I'm saying, between like New Haven and the Bronx like that. Nobody knew nothing, you know what I'm saying? Big up to like Logie, everybody in the jungle, everybody in the tray up there in New Haven, everybody in the Ville, you know what I'm saying, to like the island and all that, man. Big up to like, you know, rest in peace, big brother homie Levi, he passed away, you know what I mean? And you know, big up to everybody that saw up there, you know what I'm saying? Definitely got to give y'all a shout out on this interview. Because I'm praying for healing up there. You know what I'm saying? That you cats really, like, you know, heal up there. And especially in New York City as well. But back to the subject at hand. I saw, like, you know, we was doing like a lot of reggae. I was going to a lot of reggae parties back then between like Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, to like, you know, North Bronx, to like Bridgeport, to New Haven, to Hartford, Connecticut. You know, that was like, around the Shopper Ranks days, the Super Cat days and shit, where like niggas, the motherfuckers, they show up, you see a Guinness bottle flying towards the stage, you better be out, man, because it's getting just smashed, you know what I mean? So then like sticky mics, like, in New York and all the, like, with the underground parties and shit like that. Then going back and forth to England, man, and like, back then, man, even like back then you had like the scene was still staying, you had like the Raggah Jungle, running and shit, man. And me, I come from a roots background, sound system background, you know what I mean? So, I'm home. Get back to America like that. Jamal Ski calls me up. He's like, because at that time, Giant Step was also running too. So that's where, like, we know Mac from, and Big Brother Mac from, like, the Giant Step days and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Nicodemus, all that, man, you know what I mean? So when Mac decided that he was going to open up a jungle night, you know what I mean? And Jamal called me. I'm like, man, that shit gonna be whack, man. You know what I'm saying? Or even like before that, up in New Haven, Connecticut, I was promoting a club downtown that, before, like, that was like, it was called Urban Jungle. This was back in, like, I believe, like 91 or something like that. You know what I mean? It was like they was coming in with the industrial techno sound. You know what I'm saying? That German industrial techno. So cats like Paul Ibiza over there, like the UK, man, sent it back over to Germany with like a reggae bass line on it. You know what I'm saying? And and that's what we call like the early like jungle techno. You know what I'm saying? But techno come from over here in Detroit. And I grew up as an electronic b-boy. And father, I'm a break beat junkie. Like, there's nothing you can tell me about beats, because I hear something different, and I've always heard something different. You know what I'm saying? Within like the electronica, and the electronica is it's a roller coaster, man. Like if you really don't understand the frequencies, man. The world of electronica, man, really fucking fuck you up, man, and really, you'll go too far out, man, especially with the drugs and all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to control that shit. So I saw, like, if I bring the hood, which is the hood-minded, represent the, as people gonna call it, my niggas and my wiggers. You know what I mean? Because I saw, if you give me your worst, I'll show you the greatest, and that comes from my street activism side as well, because. After all that, like, banging and shit in the street, or then, on the low and all that, you know what I'm saying, trapping, doing all kind of, just really in the dark realms of, like, of the world, but still doing good, being a good dude, you know what I'm saying, but I always saw the greatness in people and their intentions, and just said, well, when I deal with people, this is me on the surface, this is me on the interior. There's nothing, well, is he this, is he that? I'm who the fuck you bring out. You know what I'm saying? It's straight like that. I'm who the fuck you bring out. Grandmaster T.C. is, and I'm stepping forward just like everybody else. I never believed in no leaders, you know what I'm saying, because everyone can lead themselves. And if you get together with a bunch of other leaders, you have the Avengers, you have the X-Men, you know what I'm saying? And we working towards one common goal, which is stepping forward. So all I wanted to do is just basically bring together a bunch of superhero motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And we stepping forward, you know what I mean? Because adversity and struggle is a hip stepper's best friend. You wake up, the struggle, because it's a struggle for you and that person that you're waking up with to be together, because they have a life and you have a life. So you have to struggle. Now adversity is sitting at the table.
Nice.
Telling you and who you're struggling with, or telling you, you know what I'm saying, and struggle is sitting right there at the other end of the table. Telling you, this is what I'm going to do today to try to stop you from stepping forward.
Now, I have a question. Your style is unique. Hip step is a very unique genre, all right? How did you develop your style? What influenced you to come up with your style of electronica? It's very different than London and anywhere else in the world.
Seeing that I'm rooted in hip hop, I'm talking about hip hop before it was on records, where it was like routines and all that, you know what I'm saying? What I saw was like in Early Jungle, it's like, you know, they was getting it from, they was like toasting the reggae and all that. So I was like, oh gosh, oh God, you know what I mean? So I'm like, one night in Koncrete Jungle, man, it was rampacked in there, and I just said, I was like, yo, I'm like, why these guys sound like they from like England or the islands? It wasn't sounding right and shit, man. So I was like, you know, the Jamal, you know, I love him to death, man. That's when he's getting turned up, man, and doing the method, man. Take the mic and run over you, then speak over there, like, word. It's like that. Then you had like Richie Medley, you know what I'm saying, who's like the singing, like he was like, you know, the singing, like reggae singer. So he like, you know, he'd be doing the singing and toasting Michael Jackson and all that, man. The girls go crazy, man. And I was like, wow, this is crazy, because we had like the NASA ravers in New York underground. Then we had like we said something, you and I, you know, was really crazy, is that I think of our relationship and our connection, our meeting all the time, and our purpose. You know what I mean? Because you and I, we've been through some shit that's like in a book itself, especially where we come from, how we got down, and how we turned around and gave it back. But yet still, we always had one foot, you know what I'm saying, you know, on the light side, but kept also foot on the dark side. Because we understand there's very few people that understand the dark side. And once you master the dark side and walk through the dark side, you know, we can say, you know, I can say this, you know, and everybody can say this guy and walk through, you know, defending the peace.
Yeah. Yo, who that LDMC on the phone? Yo, lady, what one? Hey, I hear you back over here in the US. Word, that's what's up.
What's up, lady?
Hotel.
Hey, yo, lady. Hey, yo, we doing a documentary. You call right on time, you know, because you one of the original first ladies. You one of the original first ladies of Hip Step, right? We want you to tell people, how did you get involved with Hip Step?
So, wow, 2011, I took myself to Miami on my own. I took my laptop, I took my suitcase, and took a whole heap of demo CDs, and I just took myself out to the conference, and hold tight, one sec. Took myself out to the conference, and I was just snatching microphones, man. I was just like out there, and I met TC. TC heard me just like hustling, you know what I mean? I'm hustling, getting on the mic, and met TC.
But yo, we really met at Bagley's.
Yeah, we met at Bagley's. But Hip Step for me started when I came to Miami still, bruv.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So then, oh man, just like had the most amazing experience in Miami. And yeah, so met TC, and there was another female DJ that he was working with. I can't remember her name.
Romina.
Who's that?
DJ Romina.
Romina, that's right. Yeah, and then you were like, yo man, you two gotta up, man, we're gonna do this female hip step. And then so you like come to New York, and I'll hook up some shows for you. So I was like, so I took myself back to London. Within about 3 weeks, I was back in LA, and I came to New York. At that point, if you remember, I was on probation. Yeah, I was on probation. Nearly went jail just before I came there. In a whole heap of trouble, and doing a whole heap of drugs. And you know, I came to New York and basically did a couple of shows. And yeah, man, you know, TC just said, look, man, come over here. You got home. Just come over here and make the hustle. So I think maybe a month later or 2 months later, I came out there. And I didn't go home for a year.
So what were you doing during that year?
And I came home, you know, clean. I was on no drugs, you know, I was on a straight and narrow. And if it wasn't for Hip Step and like being in New York, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know, I'd probably still be rolling with you know, them in London, and you know, it pretty much saved my life, you know what I mean? So so putting the music aside and hip step aside as like the collective, not aside, sorry, but the whole collective thing, you know, if I didn't go to America for that year and stay in the compound and be mentored by hip step, I don't feel that, you know, I'm not sure where I'd be right now, so.
That's beautiful.
I appreciate you too, lady, more than you think, yo. I appreciate you so much, yo. I mean, yo, thank you. I love you too, yo. You got me cracking a tear. Yo, you got me cracking a tear.
Yeah, but do you remember the days at Funhouse, Koncrete Jungle, when we all were just coming together like X-Men and learning how to roll together?
Remember Philly, when we went down Smash Philly?
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what?
Oh,
Never
Philly.
forget.
Oh, with Just Positive. Who was that? Just Positive?
Say that again.
Huh?
I can't hear you.
Oh, Just Positive. Philadelphia, Funhouse, Koncrete Jungle.
Yeah, so you and lady got drunk as a mother. Went outside, man, holding each other up.
Yo, oh man, the Compound Ken, rest in peace to Ken. Hey, what was his son?
Sonny.
Sonny, remember Sonny?
Of course I remember Sonny, man.
Oh my God.
The other day, man, he's good, man.
How is he?
He's 29 years old. He's doing good, yo. He's a ski instructor in Denver, Colorado.
He's Ken, man.
Yo.
Wow, Mark, Bianca.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Listen, do you remember that time? Do you remember when we did the road trip to Miami Conference?
Yes. Yes.
And I was like, you don't lift me, man. You don't lift me. It's really hard to
Yo, that's hip step. And so, tell the people, I know you've been doing a lot of positive stuff over in London.
Yeah.
You've been working with the youth over there. Tell people about the MC DJ Foundation you were doing over there.
So yeah, there's a little story behind that, babe. So I set up the DJ and MC Academy in 2008. But anyway, I was working with one chick. We set the business up together, and basically she robbed me of the whole thing. After I was working with her for 4 years, and yeah, she basically like it. You know what? The blessing in it is that that setting up that company helped me to realize my strengths as a businesswoman, and I was able to set things up and hold shit down and do it all. So what that helped me to do was to recognize that I could do it on my own. My dad committed suicide in 2011.
Sorry to hear that.
Not long after that, you know, it was like, yeah, I wanted to get out of the company because the girl was crazy. So I was like, look, get out, just give me 50 G's, give me one of the vans, because we had these Jeeps. We had these these Jeeps, and we converted them into DJ vans, and so we had 2 of them. So I was like, so we take these vans and we go into the housing estates, we go into the hood, go into the projects, and basically just work with young people and getting them to learn how to DJ, MC, just giving them something to do so they're not getting caught in the gangs, so they're not getting picked up by, you know what it's like, man, do you know what I mean? Like, the elders are picking up the young youths to do all the running around with the things. So like, we basically would bring in the kids so they wouldn't get picked up by the gangs. And just give them a musical outlet. So it went really, really well, and it was such a blessing because, like, without that first company, I would never have realised the power in giving back to young people. Like, so it was real blessing. But what happened was the girl that I was working with, when my dad committed suicide, I signed some paperwork off, which I thought was just signing off like a bank loan. I signed myself away as a director. When I said to her, look, I want out, she was like, cool, if you want out, that's cool, but you're leaving with nothing. So basically, I lost everything. I lost my home. I had no salary. It was really hard, man. And I just lost my dad, like, that year to suicide as well. So it's like, you know, it's one thing is losing a parent, but a second thing is dealing with suicide. And I had a really, really tough year, 2011, 2012. And then I just said to myself, you know what, fuck this shit, man, I'm going to do it again. So I just set up another one.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what it's all about.
So I set that up, and literally within 3 months, and that's called the Young Urban Arts Foundation. It does all the arts. So it does graffiti, hip hop, b-boying, dance, singing, songwriting, poetry, rap, music production, graphic design, video editing. So, and I've got this bus, yeah. I'll send you some footage of the bus. When you see my bus, yeah, I was like, Vans, yeah. I've got a bus now, yeah.
I want to support you and help you with that. How can they reach you?
Just go to my website and donate, www.yuaf.org.uk. Follow us on Twitter at YUAFofficial. Like us on Instagram at YUAFofficial. Or our Facebook is Young Urban Arts Foundation as well. So yeah, anyway, so I've got this bus now and it's got like 10 Apple Mac computers inside it. So there's like 10 studios inside this.
Whoa.
All the housing estates, we do community events, we do festivals, and it's going really, really well, man. So it's good. So what the hardest thing that for me has been is I've had to sacrifice my music career for so many years for the youth STEM. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do both. And so coming over to LA has been really great because, you know, I've just really, I didn't know why I was coming here. Like, my spirit just guided me to come. Like, I didn't really know the real reason. I kept saying, before everyone was going, why are you going to LA? I said, I don't know. I'm just, my spirit's being called to go. So I just followed my spirit.
Because you're a hip stepper. So it's meant for you to come back home so we can connect and do the whole urban bus over here. So that's why you connected with your hip step sister, and now we all connected here with your brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Full circle.
And look at you right now. You ain't never glow and smile like that in years, yo. Look at you. You miss us. We miss you too. I said, look at you. I said, look at you. I said, look at you smiling and grinning because you with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? We miss you too.
Yeah, man. It's good, man. I miss you guys, man.
Yeah. You came full circle. You know what I mean? Look how the universe works. The universe works. It puts you in your proper place. You know what I mean? You always been the first lady of hip step. You know what I mean? This is the official documentary and we letting the world know. You understand? You know what I mean? Anything we can do to support you, we are here. You're not alone. You're not alone. And always know that. You're a part of this. You understand? And we be hip stepping around the world. Alright? And now, what we gonna do? And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna cut to that song. Princetafari, Lady MC, hip stepping around the world. Check it out. This is hip step. Yeah, now I'm gonna cut. Catch them on. We hold it down and say them can't catch them on. Urban Dweller, easy now, start to name this one. Hot shit, block shit, me come to rock shit. What's caps up in the first one, pop shit. Urban Dweller from out the cellar, I got this. The lion sound about a wicked thing to rock with.
Nice and easy, welcome to the hip step now. give love to the ladies because y'all been holding us down all night.